Hello everybody, my name is Luke with Journey to Emotional Health. I'm a clinical counselor and today we're going to talk about emotional regulation. Emotional regulation is a huge topic. It affects us, it has an impact on our everyday, and we're going to talk about emotions. Emotions are not good or bad, they just are, and they're information. They're information to tell us what's going on within our body. So today I'm going to use a little diagram right here, and this is hypo-aroused and hyper-aroused and then regulated in the middle. And so we want to live in this regulated area, but for many of us, that's a really hard place to stay. So what is hypo-aroused and what is hyper-aroused and what is regulated? What is this language that you're using, Luke? Well, let me explain a little bit. So hypo-aroused is that feeling of numb, of depressed, of shut down, having a flat affect, no emotions. It's a scary place to be. It can be a scary place to be. And hyper-aroused is the other spectrum. It's the 7, 8, 9, 10 area of maybe you're really angry, you're yelling, you're lashing out at people, you're irritated, you're agitated. And sometimes we don't even know why. We're just irritable. And that regulated spot is where it's not where you're just like at complete peace, but it's where things happen. Maybe your kids are acting out, and when you're hyper-aroused, you're lashing out. Kids are lashing out or acting out. You're hyper-aroused, you pull back and you just shut down. So regulated there's nothing bad going around in your life. I'm able to manage it in a healthy way. I'm able to have a healthy response. So these all of this information gives input onto your attachment, which I'll talk about in a future video. But right now I just want to give you that foundation and lay down that foundation of this language of hyper-aroused, regulated, and hyper-aroused. When we're hypo-aroused or hyper-aroused, our brain is in a fight or flight response or freeze. And so we're seeing danger and our body's interpreting our environment and saying this is the best way to respond, to protect yourself, to make yourself feel safe. So if you're hyper-aroused, your body's saying, just shut down. The best thing is to freeze, to hide, to just check out. When you're hyper-aroused, your brain is saying, fight. Whether it's physical or just lashing out, gain control, fight for control. And regulated is saying, okay, things are out of control, but we can manage. And all that has to do, it is related to your childhood, your story, relationship with your parents, a healthy or unhealthy attachment with your parents. So I'm just going to lay that foundation today of what hyper-aroused is, and regulated. If you want to check out a podcast that can talk a little bit more in depth about it, it's a podcast I love listening to. He hits on a variety of healthy emotion, how to handle healthy emotions and become emotionally healthy. It's called A Place We Find Ourselves by Adam Young. He's a Christian guy, counselor, very smart, and just really is able to break things down on an understandable level. I encourage you to check out his podcast, and episode 20 specifically talks about emotional regulation. So that's all for today. Hopefully this helps, and we'll continue to build on top of this in the videos to come. All right, bye.